Hey guys, it is Storm. Hope you guys are going well. In this video we're going to look at a new update or feature / enhancement in the Minecraft 1.8 update, and that is in relation to item frames and how they can output a redstone signal now when you connect a comparator to the item frame. So that allows us to do some pretty cool things. A very common concept I think you will see other players use with this game mechanic is to build things like combination locks or redstone based logic, and the solution I have behind me is an example of that. So let's jump in, take a look, and I'll show you guys the redstone. So here I have a setup where I've got 3 item frames connected together, and when I have the position of these items inside these item frames in a particular pattern, this iron door here will open. So there's no way to open this door besides using a particular combination. So here what I'll do is I'll set it to the right combination. So that one needs to be facing that way, this one needs to be facing that way, and this one needs to be there. And there we have it, the door is open. Creepy music. So what that means is if any of these are not in that correct position, so if I put this back to the correct position now, the door stays closed. So that's pretty cool, and that means we have a unique combination that only when the items are inside that particular combination or at that particular combination, this door will open. So let's take a look at the redstone. It's very simple. All we have here is a comparator at the back of the block where the item frame is connected, and I have these wool blocks here, which can be any solid block type, and they just need to be 8 blocks long. So from this block here all the way down to here, it is 8 blocks, and what I have here is just a line down the bottom here and then a line at the top here. And the way I get the redstone from the comparator down a level is just by placing a solid block above it. So what happens here is this comparator is powering this block just here, which powers the redstone dust below it. So with that we can compact or have all these item frames right next to each other, and we can alternate having these redstone lines here going up and down in this fashion. So if you don't do it like this, what you'll have to do is probably have a space in between these item frames. Doesn't look as good, and yeah, I think it's relatively simple just to have a configuration like this. So you just need a solid block on this for this comparator just here, and also on here, and you can continue with this pattern for as many item frames as you like. So let's have a look at the redstone. So we just have 8 redstone dusts running along this orange wall, then just need a couple of blocks at the end here to connect up the various lines. So you just need to continue this fashion. So all these 3 lines need to be connected with redstone. And as I said before, you can just have this for as many item frames as you like. And the way you set the combination is by having a redstone torch. So what that means here is for every one of these redstone dusts that get powered by the comparator is 1 extra rotation inside of the item inside the item frame. So let's put this one at this position with position 1, which means this piece of redstone dust is currently powered. If I move it to the second position, we will now travel 2 blocks. So you can see now this piece of redstone dust here is powered. So this will be 3, 4, 5, and 6. And that's where I've got this redstone torch. So I can move this torch to wherever I like. Maybe I want it down here. So this will be position 3. So if I put this now into position 3, so that's position 1, 2, and 3. It's currently open. But what you need to do for a configuration like this is to use a repeater to extend the signal strength of the redstone. So you want to have this repeater with a 1 block gap from where the redstone torch is. And the reason for that is when the redstone dust or the comparator is shorter than the position of where the redstone torch is, it won't be powered, and that's a good thing. So that torch will be making sure that this door remains closed. And when it's stronger than the signal, so when the redstone dust travels further than this redstone torch, I want to extend the signal throughout the whole system here. So that's why I've got these repeaters with a 1 block gap from where the redstone torch is. Now, a limitation of having that is obviously when you want to have, for example, this piece of this redstone torch down here, which is in position 3, and I have the repeater here, I can't place the redstone torch above it because it can't power this piece of redstone dust just here. That's not too bad because with this kind of setup, we have both sides of the redstone to choose from. for which side we place the redstone torch. So rather than placing it here, I can just place it on this side. It does mean that you can't have some combinations, but I think you can play around with the redstone. And it's still very simple setup like this, and it's probably a better compact version than having a separate space between the item frames to have different unique parts of the redstone here. So there we go. Just need to put a repeater just there to extend the signal. Now what you don't need is a repeater beyond this block, which is the 9th block from this end here. So from here all the way down to here is 8 blocks. This is as far as the signal strength can travel. So what I've got down the bottom here is a redstone torch, and that's when this particular item is in this position, which is the highest distance that the redstone will travel. And because of that's the greatest distance, you don't need a repeater beyond the 8th block here. So all I need to do is connect up this redstone. I have a repeater just down the bottom here. So that makes sure that this line of redstone is always powered. And all I've got down here, if we can just jump through here, is the redstone connecting up to a simple, just a vertical placed redstone torch here, which is powering the iron door here. So that means whenever this redstone is powered, the door remains closed because it's turning off this redstone torch. And when all this redstone turns off, and that is only possible when the unique combination is set through this redstone, the door will open. So I hope you guys could follow that. It's probably easier just to look at the display than it is to explain it. Just got to remember that wherever you got your redstone torch to control where your signal strength or the position of the item frame or the item inside the item frame should be, you just need to have a repeater with a 2-block cap. So here's the redstone torch, which is powering this redstone beneath it here, this line here. I've got a 1-block cap here between before I've got the repeater. And when you've got a redstone torch all the way up on the 8th block here, you don't need a repeater beyond that. And that's it. You can extend this out as far as you want, or as many of these item frames as you like, so you can have this similar setup running with very multiple combinations of these items in item frames. So that means you could create very complex and difficult combinations to control redstone. But I think this 3 design is a very simple concept, and there's still quite a few unique combinations. And if you didn't know the combination, you'll be here for a while trying to figure out how to open this door. So I hope you guys like that. It's a quick overview. It's a very simple setup, no point building it. You can see all the redstone, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.